In the month of August, I put $560 into the stock market. I'm not an experienced trader, this is not financial advice, and I'm only showing this for the sake of transparency. I'm 18, I'm learning this as I go, and I'm investing for the sole purpose of building a more secure financial future. I'm going to show exactly what I bought, why I bought it, and what I learned before buying it. Because leaving all of my money sitting in savings is doing nothing but slowly losing value to inflation. This month, $400 went into XEQT, $84 went into MP Materials, and $76 went to Nvidia. And each one has a different reason and a different value that it gives to me. To start off, I invest all of my money through Wealthsimple, mainly because of the zero commission fees on Canadian stocks and ETFs. But what I have to pay attention to is going from Canadian money to US money. I lose a little bit there, so I have to take that into account when I'm buying stocks to see if it's worth it or not. Most of my money went into XEQT, which is an ETF. It's the least exciting one, but it also is the most important and gives me the most value. XEQT is just a massive collection of stocks from around the world, including Canada, the States, Europe, and a bunch of other global markets. I don't trust myself enough to put all of my money into a company like Nvidia or anything else individual like that. Everyone wants a stock to go up 200 or 300%, but this gives me a much more diversified option instead of relying on one company. It's not risk-free and I can still lose my money if the stock market crashes or a bubble pops or something like that, but it gives me a long-term foundation for my portfolio. I do plan to keep investing into it every single month and keep putting a bunch of money into ETFs because that's how I can allow my stock portfolio to grow over time with less risk. It's my long-term option. Then I have MP Materials. This one's a lot more interesting. The basic idea is that the United States has a massive problem when it comes to rare earth metals. Rare earth metals are used in a huge amount of modern technology, including EVs, weapons, robotics, electronics, aerospace, and almost every other piece of advanced technology. MP Materials operates the Mountain Pass rare earth mine in California and is actively trying to build an American supply chain. Biggest upside that I found to this was the interest of the US government. A large part of the rare earth supply chain currently exists outside of the United States, and the US government wants that to change. So recently, the DoD has made a massive agreement with MP Materials and some other companies. The agreement involves hundreds of millions of dollars in government investing, financial support, protection, and commitments tied to the future of magnet production. This is what caught my attention, because it's not just a company saying that they think that their product is important, it's the US government saying that they need this industry to be domestic. And then as I looked further into the company, I found Project Swarm. He is trying to build a domestic magnet supply chain specifically for drones and autonomous aircrafts. And in modern warfare, drones are becoming insanely important. But all of those drones still need physical components. Motors need magnets, those magnets need rare earth metals. So the idea is pretty simple. MP operates in an industry that the US government considers important. If America continues spending heavily to build a domestic drone and defense industry, companies in that supply chain will benefit. So then with my investment, so will I. MP said it already signed multiple agreements with the US. But I want to be clear, I'm not saying that MP has already locked down some gigantic guaranteed drone contract. It hasn't. A lot of it's still early, and that matters because it's very easy to hear the words defense, drones, US government, and immediately think that the stock will go up. And that's exactly how you'll lose money, and that's what I've learned. Now, for the risks that I've found from it is MP still loses money. They are spending huge amounts of money building factories and expanding production. A massive amount of that value of the company depends on if it can produce in the future. So I'm basically paying today for that execution to happen, but it hasn't completely happened yet. Factories can be delayed, costs can explode, government policy can change, or the company can simply fail to do what it says it was going to do. That's why I only put $84 into it. I like the thesis, just not enough to bet my future on it. Then there is my Nvidia buy. This is probably one of the closest things in my portfolio to me actually gambling. Nvidia reports its earnings on August 26th. I bought the stock today on the 15th. And as most people have probably seen, their growth has been insane during the AI boom. Their data center business has grown massively. Every AI company is buying GPUs. Cloud companies are building data centers everywhere. And a huge amount of that infrastructure is powered by Nvidia. My thinking is that if the AI machine keeps turning and Nvidia continues performing well, there could still be more upside. But there's a few problems with this. Nvidia being a great company is not a secret. It's one of the largest companies on earth. Everyone knows that AI is growing. Everyone knows that Nvidia is selling a huge number of GPUs to absolutely everyone. And everyone knows that that earnings report is coming next week, which means a lot of good news may already be in the price where I bought it. You cannot make money just because a company performs well. You have to beat what the market already expected. That is one of the biggest things I've learned while looking into this. A good company is not automatically a good investment at any price. Now, I still think Nvidia could have a medium-term upside if AI spending remains strong, but there's still real risks. AI spending could slow down, competition could get stronger, the valuation could come down, and it could go either way at this point. I definitely do not know exactly what is going to happen, and I'm not experienced enough to pretend that I do. I'm trying to avoid becoming one of those people who buys random stocks, they find on TikTok or YouTube, and then gets on their social media and is like, oh, I know everything about the stock. You definitely should buy it, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to invest something. I want to understand what I'm putting my money into, and I guarantee I missed a lot. That is why I put most of my money into an ETF instead of individual stocks. I'm doing this to become more educated and more financially responsible. If you know more than me, tell me what I missed or tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments. That helps more than anything. Maybe MP goes nowhere, maybe Nvidia goes nowhere, maybe I lose money on both. But even if I fail, I can still learn from why I failed. So that is where my $560 went this month. $400 to XEQT because I want a boring, diversified, long-term foundation. $84 into MP materials because I think the US government supporting rare earth metals could create a major long-term opportunity. And 76 into Nvidia because AI is just huge right now and it's growing at an insane rate, and I just want a small position into my portfolio. And again, do not copy my portfolio because you watch this video. I barely know what I'm doing. This is exactly why I'm making these videos. I want to document every decision, what I thought, why I bought, what I got right, what I got wrong, because the entire point of this channel is transparency and showing what I learned along the way. Thank you for watching. You can head into my Discord if you like to talk with me or other similar-minded people. It's in the description. I'll be making one of these at least every month, maybe twice a month, so I show exactly what I'm doing.